Introducing Temporal Malice, the gripping new novel exclusively distributed and marketed by mystery puzzle solvers. Get a sneak peek with our free 3-chapter preview on YouTube and dive into a world of suspense, intrigue, and mind-bending mysteries. Don't miss this thrilling journey. Chapter 1. A Night to Remember. Alex Blackwood, CEO of Temporal Dynamics Inc., embodies success and charisma. In public, he is the epitome of a visionary leader, beloved in the corporate world and a pillar of the community. At home, he is a devoted husband to his wife, Elizabeth, and a caring father to their 4 children. Alex's life seems perfect, and he works hard to maintain that image. The evening is crisp and clear as Alex arrives at a high-profile corporate event held in one of the city's most luxurious hotels. The ballroom is filled with influential business leaders, politicians, and media personalities, all eager to hear Alex speak about the future of quantum computing and time travel technology. He smiles and greets guests with practiced ease, his charm and confidence putting everyone at ease. As Alex takes the stage, the room falls silent. He begins his speech with a powerful vision for Temporal Dynamics, highlighting their latest advancements in quantum computing and their ambitious plans to commercialize time travel. The audience is captivated, hanging on his every word. Alex's charisma is undeniable, and his passion for his work shines through. After his speech, Alex mingles with the guests, answering questions and discussing potential collaborations. His ability to connect with people is one of his greatest strengths, and it is clear that he is well respected and admired by his peers. As the evening wears on, Alex feels a sense of satisfaction. He has successfully maintained his public persona, and everyone sees him as a visionary leader. Later that night, after the event concludes, Alex returns home. Elizabeth greets him at the door with a warm smile. Their 3 younger children, Emily, Daniel, and Sophie, still live at home, while their eldest, Nate, lives on his own. Nate is already a high-level executive at Temporal Dynamics, poised to take over leadership when the time comes. Nate called earlier, Elizabeth says as they settle into the living room. He was excited about the new project he's leading. He mentioned he'll be working late tonight. Alex smiles with pride. He's doing a fantastic job. It's only a matter of time before he takes the reins. As they sit down for a late dinner, Alex and Elizabeth enjoy a quiet evening together, reflecting on their family and the company's future. Elizabeth watches her husband with a serene smile, her eyes filled with warmth and love. "You did great tonight," Elizabeth says softly. "I watched the live stream of your speech. You were amazing." Alex returns her smile, his love for her evident. "Thank you, Liz. I couldn't do any of this without you." Elizabeth's face softens as she reaches across the table to touch his hand. "You've worked so hard for this, Alex. Sometimes I worry you push yourself too much." He squeezes her hand gently. "It's all worth it when I come home to you and the kids. Everything I do is for us." After dinner, they move to the living room, where Alex sinks into a comfortable chair, loosening his tie. Elizabeth joins him with a glass of wine, and they relax in the quiet of their home. The crackling fire in the fireplace adds a cozy warmth to the room. "So, how was the event?" Elizabeth asks, sipping her wine. "It went well," Alex says, leaning back. "We've got a lot of interest in our new projects. I think we're on the verge of something big." Elizabeth nods, her eyes twinkling with pride. "I'm sure you are. You've always had a way of turning ideas into reality." They spend the next hour talking about their children. Emily, the eldest of the children still at home, is thriving in her studies and showing a keen interest in art. Daniel, ever the curious one, is engrossed in his science experiments, often turning the kitchen into a mini laboratory. Sophie, the youngest, is full of energy and imagination, always coming up with fantastical stories and adventures. "I can't believe how fast they're growing up," Alex muses. "It feels like just yesterday they were all toddlers running around the house." Elizabeth smiles. "Time flies, doesn't it? But they're all turning into such wonderful people, just like their father." As they head upstairs to their bedroom, Alex feels a deep sense of contentment. Elizabeth prepares for bed, and Alex takes a moment to look out the window at the city lights, He thinks about the future of Temporal Dynamics, the potential of their projects, and the impact they could have on the world. That night, as Alex lies beside his sleeping wife, he makes a silent vow to himself. He will continue to protect his family and ensure their safety, no matter the cost. His life is a delicate balance, one that he knows could be disrupted by unforeseen events. But for now, he is content. He has everything he has ever wanted: a successful career, a loving family, and a promising future for his company. As the night deepens and the house falls silent, Alex's thoughts turn to his responsibilities. The planning for the next day will begin tomorrow, and he will once again don the mask of the charismatic CEO. But for now, he allows himself a moment of peace, knowing that his family and his company are secure for another day. In the quiet of their bedroom, Alex watches Elizabeth sleep, her face peaceful and serene. He feels a surge of love and gratitude for her unwavering support and the life they've built together. He knows that no matter what challenges lie ahead, they will face them together as a family. With a final glance out the window, Alex turns off the light and settles into bed. Tomorrow is a new day, full of possibilities and potential. He closes his eyes, confident in the knowledge that he is exactly where he needs to be, doing exactly what he was meant to do. Chapter 2: The Charismatic CEO. Alex Blackwood steps out of his sleek black car and takes a moment to admire the imposing structure of Temporal Dynamics headquarters. The glass facade of the building reflects the morning sun, giving it a gleaming, futuristic appearance. As he strides towards the entrance, employees greet him warmly, their faces lighting up at the sight of their esteemed leader. Inside, the atmosphere is one of focused energy and innovation. The lobby buzzes with activity, and the air is filled with the soft hum of conversations and the clicking of keyboards. Alex makes his way to the elevator, exchanging pleasantries with employees as he goes. He knows many of them by name, a testament to his hands-on leadership style. On the top floor, Nate is already at his desk, buried in a mountain of reports and project briefs. Despite his high-level position, he works with the same dedication and intensity as anyone else. Alex pauses at his office door, watching his son for a moment with a sense of pride. "Morning, Nate," Alex says as he enters. Nate looks up, a smile breaking across his face. "Morning, Dad. Ready for another busy day?" "Always," Alex replies, taking a seat across from his son. "How's the new project coming along?" Nate leans back, his expression thoughtful. "It's going well. We're making significant progress on the quantum computing algorithms. I think we're close to a breakthrough." Alex nods approvingly. "That's excellent. I knew you were the right person to lead this project. Keep pushing, but remember to take breaks when you need them. Balance is key." As they discuss the details of the project, it's clear that the bond between father and son is strong. Alex has always been a mentor to Nate, guiding him with wisdom and support. Nate, in turn, respects his father immensely and strives to live up to his expectations. The morning is filled with back-to-back meetings. Alex leads a strategy session with the executive team, discussing the company's vision and upcoming initiatives. The room is filled with senior executives, including Dr. Marcus Kane, the lead scientist whose work is pivotal to their time travel research. "We're on the brink of something truly revolutionary," Alex says, his voice filled with conviction. "Our advancements in quantum computing are not just going to change the tech industry. They're going to change the world. We need to stay focused and committed to our goals." Dr. Kane nods enthusiastically. "The data we've been collecting is promising. If we can maintain this momentum, we'll achieve our milestones sooner than expected." The team discusses various projects, from improving computational efficiency to exploring new applications of time travel technology. Each member brings their expertise to the table, and Alex skillfully guides the conversation, ensuring that all voices are heard and that they leave with a clear action plan. During a break, Alex walks through the open plan office, stopping to chat with employees and check on their progress. He has an uncanny ability to make everyone feel valued, from the interns to the senior engineers. His leadership style is inclusive and empowering, fostering a culture of innovation and collaboration. In the afternoon, Alex and Nate meet with a group of potential investors. The conference room is filled with presentations and data charts, showcasing Temporal Dynamics' latest achievements and future potential. Nate leads the presentation with confidence, explaining the technical details while Alex handles the strategic vision and business implications. The investors are visibly impressed. One of them, a seasoned venture capitalist, leans forward, his interest piqued. This is groundbreaking work. The potential applications are limitless. What kind of timeline are you looking at for commercial viability? Alex smiles, his eyes gleaming with determination. Our goal is to have a viable product within the next 5 years. We're already seeing promising results, and with continued investment and research, we'll meet our targets. After the presentation, Alex and Nate take a moment to debrief. You did great in there, Alex says, gently patting his son on the back. Your technical expertise is impressive, and it complements our strategic goals perfectly. Nate grins. Thanks, Dad. I couldn't have done it without your guidance. As the day winds down, Alex and Nate retreat to Alex's office for a private conversation. The setting sun casts a warm glow through the large windows, creating a tranquil atmosphere. How are you feeling about everything? Alex asks, his tone serious, yet gentle. Nate pauses, considering his response. I feel good, but sometimes the pressure can be overwhelming. There's so much at stake, and I don't want to let you or the team down. Alex leans forward, his expression earnest. Nate, you're doing an incredible job. Remember, it's not about carrying the weight alone. We're a team, and we're in this together. You've already proven yourself, and I have no doubt that you'll continue to excel. The reassurance in Alex's voice is comforting, and Nate nods, a renewed sense of confidence in his eyes. They talk for a while longer, discussing both work and personal aspirations, deepening their bond. As Alex drives home that evening, he reflects on the day. The future of Temporal Dynamics looks brighter than ever, and he feels a deep sense of pride in both his company and his family. The road ahead will undoubtedly have its challenges, but with Nate by his side, he is confident they can overcome anything. When Alex arrives home, the house is filled with the familiar sounds of family life. Emily is working on a new art project, Daniel is engrossed in a book about space exploration, and Sophie is playing with their dog in the backyard. Elizabeth greets him with a kiss, and they sit down to dinner together, the day's achievements lingering in their minds. As the night falls, Alex takes a moment to himself on the back porch, looking up at the stars. He thinks about the legacy he is building, not just for the company, but for his family. The balance between his professional and personal life is delicate, but he knows it's worth every effort. With a final deep breath, Alex heads back inside, ready to face whatever tomorrow brings with the same determination and drive that has brought him this far. Chapter 3: The Hidden Threat. The city is drenched in a relentless downpour, the rain falling in heavy sheets that obscure visibility and muffle sounds. The streets glisten with water, reflecting the dim glow of streetlights and the occasional flash of lightning. In a secluded part of town, far from the bustling city center, a sinister scene unfolds. Detective Sarah Lang steps out of her car, pulling her coat tighter against the rain. She approaches the cordoned-off area, where flashing police lights cast eerie shadows on the wet pavement. The crime scene is a narrow alleyway, flanked by tall, imposing buildings that loom over the investigators like silent sentinels. As Sarah enters the alley, she is greeted by the sight of a body lying in a pool of blood. The victim is a middle-aged man, his clothes soaked and clinging to his lifeless form. The scene is meticulously arranged, with the victim's arms crossed over his chest and his eyes closed, almost as if he were peacefully sleeping. But the deep, precise wounds tell a different story, a story of calculated violence. "Detective Lang!" a voice calls out, drawing her attention. It's Officer Ramirez, a seasoned member of the forensics team. He approaches with a clipboard in hand, his expression grim. "We've got another one, same MO as the others." Sarah nods, her eyes scanning the scene with practiced precision. "Any witnesses?" "None so far," Ramirez replies. "The alley is pretty isolated, and the weather isn't helping. We're canvassing the area, but it's unlikely anyone saw anything." Sarah kneels beside the body, her sharp eyes taking in every detail. The wounds are clean, almost surgical in their precision. The victim's wallet and phone are untouched, ruling out a robbery motive. She glances at the walls of the alley, noting the absence of blood spatter. The killer had been careful, methodical. "Bag and tag everything," she instructs Ramirez. "I want every piece of evidence analyzed, no matter how small." As the forensics team gets to work, Sarah steps back, her mind racing. This murder bears striking similarities to several unsolved cases she's been investigating. Each victim found in a different part of the city, but the method was always the same. Precise, calculated, and with an unsettling sense of order. A chill runs down her spine as she recalls the details of those previous cases. The media had dubbed the killer the surgeon due to the precision of the wounds, but the police had little to go on. No witnesses, no fingerprints, no DNA. Just a string of bodies left in the wake of a ghost. "Detective Lang, over here," Ramirez calls out again. He's holding a small evidence bag, inside which is a single white feather. Sarah takes the bag, holding it up to the light. A feather. It's an unusual clue, and it stirs something in her memory. "Where exactly did you find this?" "Next to the body," Ramirez replies. "It was partially hidden under his coat." Sarah's mind races. A white feather. It seems out of place, yet it could be a significant lead. She pockets the bag and continues to survey the scene, looking for any other anomalies. The rain continues to pour, and Sarah feels the weight of the investigation pressing down on her. She's been a detective for over a decade, and cases like this are the ones that keep her up at night. The ones that make her question everything. "Ramirez, make sure the team is thorough. I want this alley combed over with a fine-tooth comb." As she stands there, surrounded by the hum of forensic equipment and the murmur of officers, Sarah reflects on the toll this case is taking on her. She's seen a lot in her career, but the cold, calculated nature of these murders gnaws at her. The killer is playing a game, and she's determined to catch him. Once the initial investigation at the scene is wrapped up, Sarah heads back to her car, her mind still buzzing with thoughts of the feather and the killer's meticulous methods. She knows she's missing something, some crucial piece of the puzzle that will bring everything into focus. Back at the precinct, she spreads out the case files on her desk, each one detailing a murder eerily similar to the one she just witnessed. She reviews the autopsy reports, the crime scene photos, and the scant evidence they've managed to collect. Her eyes keep drifting back to the white feather, now placed prominently on her desk. "What's your story?" she mutters to herself, staring at the feather. "Why leave this behind?" As the hours tick by, Sarah's resolve hardens. She's dealt with tough cases before, but this one feels different. There's a cold intelligence behind these murders, a mind that revels in the challenge of evading capture. She's up against a formidable adversary, but she's not about to back down. Her phone buzzes, jolting her out of her thoughts. It's a text from her partner, Detective Mark Stevens. "Heading back to the station. Got a lead on our victim. Meet me in the briefing room." Sarah grabs her coat and the feather, feeling a surge of determination. She's ready for whatever comes next, ready to dive deeper into the mystery and uncover the truth. The rain has stopped by the time she steps outside, but the clouds still hang heavy, a reminder of the storm she's facing. In the briefing room, Stevens is already setting up the caseboard, pinning up photos and documents. "What have we got?" Sarah asks, joining him. Stevens points to a picture of the victim. His name is Robert Evans, 45 years old, accountant. No criminal record, no known enemies. Just an ordinary guy by all accounts. "Ordinary," Sarah repeats, her mind racing. "And yet, he was killed in an extraordinary way. We're missing something, some connection." Stevens nods. "I agree. We need to dig deeper into his life. There has to be something that ties him to the others." Sarah looks at the board, the faces of the victims staring back at her. She feels a pang of frustration. The surgeon is out there, somewhere, and she's determined to catch him. But first, she needs to understand him. "We'll find him, Mark," she says, her voice filled with steely resolve. "We'll find him and put an end to this." As they dive back into the investigation, Piecing together clues and following leads, Sarah can't shake the feeling that they're on the brink of a breakthrough. The hidden threat looms large, but she's ready to face it head-on. Thank you for joining us for this exciting preview of Temporal Malice. We hope these first 3 chapters have captivated your imagination and left you eager for more. Don't forget to like the video, follow our page, and share this video with fellow mystery enthusiasts. Visit mysterypuzzlesolvers.com to purchase the full book, now available on Amazon worldwide. Dive deeper into the mystery and uncover the secrets of Temporal Malice today.